Unlock the power of the Merkaba to jump dimensions. Warping space-time with your energy body to travel the universe. Magic is nothing more than being able to warp space-time to your will. The Merkaba is a sacred 4D geometric symbol which contains all forms within itself. Maoshan sorcerers discovered how to combine spheres and triangles with their energy bodies to open space-time portals. This is the sacred combination of spheres and triangles, as well as the 8-sided symbol which actually unfolds into the Merkaba. Practices that I have been sharing with you on the shop in the thunderwizard.com website are practices that will allow you to jump into different dimensions. When you master this energy, you can then take it into meditation and use it to literally shift dimensions like you would change numbers on a combination lock. We don't live in a single universe. We live in a universe of probabilities. The universe that you experience is the one that you unconsciously choose and manifest. Using these practices allows you to tap into the Merkaba so that you can shift into the dimension that you prefer to live in. Go to thunderwizard.com and click on Shop. Solar Flash Update 2024. The Solar Flash will create 3 new Earths, a 2D, a 3D, and a 5D. Each human must choose. Get my books on Amazon, Kindle, or Audible, or at michaelwilliamdenny.com. Not the kind that abduct, those are something else, but higher dimensional beings of light. And they have been educating me on the nature of the multiverse, things that you cannot learn in the third dimension, things you cannot learn from science or religion. And one of those things is that they let me know that there was going to be an ascension event. And they showed me in a vision which was tailored to me and all of the symbolism that I respond to psychologically, so I won't get into that. But it was very clear the message that there was going to be an event that everybody would see, and it would be an event that would be of a highly profound spiritual nature. truth is that everything you always have most deeply desired is the truth. You've wanted to be loved. You've wanted to be seen. You've wanted to be accepted. You've wanted to be safe. And that is the truth. When we break through the barrier of the third dimension and we connect to higher dimensional anything, just anything outside of the third dimension, the first thing that hits you is the unbelievable love. That's the only thing that exists. And that you experience how beautiful and loved and special you are. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. It is once again time for a live guided CE5 interdimensional meditation to activate the 5D Solar Flash Ascension event and to destroy the power of the dark forces. As always, as you know, we must question our reality so that then we can change it. ThunderWizard.com is the website that supports this YouTube channel and allows me to do this work. Please go there and look at all of the ways that you can subscribe. We have higher dimensional energy practices, personal mentorship, spiritual counseling, live Zoom group classes. My books can be found at michaelwilliamdenny.com. All right, it's time once again. I am really happy to be here. I feel that something has definitely shifted. I've been feeling it for a couple of days. It was maybe 3 days ago that I became consciously aware that something had shifted and there was a block had been removed, and it felt as though we had entered into what we would understand in the third dimension as a new timeline being created. Now, that's not exactly how it works based on how I understand it, but that is a good way to look at it. We've entered into a new timeline that is much more positive, and you can take credit for that. It is my personal belief that we have brought this about by doing these meditations twice a week. I do not think that there is anything that is as powerful as that. And I do not think there is anything that anybody can do which will bring as much impact and change to our reality than these meditations. And seeing as how there's usually only between 20 and 30 live participants and maybe 100 or 200 who look at the videos afterwards, there's not a whole lot of people on planet Earth that are bringing this about. So if this small number of people coming together and meditating in this way and intending this new reality have the power to completely change reality, then you must be very powerful beings indeed. And you must be what people would call a starseed. You are a very powerful soul that has chosen to come to this world, and you have chosen to be born at this time so that you could have a direct impact of shifting Earth into whatever you want to call it, 5D, the Aquarian Age, higher dimensions, whatever word you want to use, I don't care. So I just want to give you, before we get into the meditation, I won't take too long, I promise, but I want to give you a base assumption that I would like for you to think about, and if you want to adopt it, feel free to do so. I am now more and more of the belief that we live in a simulation, which we call planet Earth, which we call 3D reality, human incarnation. It's not a simulation like the movie The Matrix, in that it is done by evil outside forces that trap you in here. Although if you have that belief based on your experience is definitely going to tell you that. But that only means that you're not fully connected to your soul, which is okay. That's part of it. So this is an experimentation. This three-dimensional world is a laboratory. And if you want to look at it like a program, it is a video game program that has been programmed specifically to train light beings how to become more powerful gods. And so when you come into this video game, you realize that you are choosing to forget who you truly are. And you get completely, totally hypnotized by, otherwise the game doesn't work. Because if you remember who you are, then it's too easy and you don't learn anything. It's like, I used to play, years ago, I used to play Nintendo Punch-Out! And I spent years, learning how to master that game. And a couple of years ago, I saw, oh, I can get it, and I got the new Nintendo version. I got it, and I was bored almost immediately because I could just do I could get all the way to the end very easily, and so it wasn't fun when you know all the shortcuts. You know how to play the game. It's fun when it's challenging and it's difficult, and you try, and then all your guys die, and you get pissed off, and you scream, and you throw the controller on the ground, and then half a second later you smile and you go, okay, I'm going to play again. And that's what human life is like. And I know that's hard to hear when you've had horrific tragedies, but bear in mind that's part of the game. It's I was an actor, and I played King Lear. I was far too young, but I've played those tragic characters, and I got into it, and really tears coming down my face and all of that, and I really emotionally believed it. And as soon as the curtain came down, I was back to normal. It was a game I was playing, and I felt it, and my body believed it, and my emotions were there, and the audience believed it, but it was a character I was playing. The difference is I knew I was playing a character, and I knew how to manipulate myself so that I could have an experience and share it with, and have an authentic emotional reaction, but yet I wasn't attached to it. Now, when we play this video game and we don't remember who we are, we become very attached to all of the drama that happens. And that is there for a reason. Now, what people try to do within this video game is they try and become God, meaning they try and become rich, they try and become powerful, they try and become popular, they try and get love. This is an attempt to try and become God within the game. But all you're doing is you're still playing the game. No matter how powerful you become inside of this game, you're still inside of the game. And so that's why even people who are kings, even the most, like Michael Jackson, I think of him, he was still, I think, probably the most famous, the most successful, the most well-known, respected, artist certainly in my lifetime. Nobody's even come close to the star that he was. And he was miserable, and he died absolutely drug addicted and miserable. Because that's not where the power is. The power is learning how to let go of all that, and under all this pressure, find the God within and not need anything outside of you. And when you do that, you win the game. And then when you leave, you never get to come back. We call it enlightenment. You can come back if you want, but you've mastered the game. It'd be boring. You're going to move on to something else. So what we do in these meditations, this is a long introduction to let you know that when we are in these meditations, which we are about to do, even though you're not having an experience, bear in mind, an experience is your perception is inside the game. So you have experiences in that. When you leave the game and you're still incarnated, you might not have any experience. that doesn't mean that you're not somewhere else. So what happens when we do these meditations, we leave the video game and we are now out in the astral realm. Our energies are out there in the real world, and we are reprogramming the game. That is why I now firmly believe that we prevented our now new president-elect from being unalived. They tried, depending on who you talk to, anywhere between 2 and 5 times. He simply turned his head. And I was told afterwards that we did that. And there are a lot of astrologers and psychics who were saying beforehand that he was going to get, which would have started World War III, basically. And we, according to the light beings, I'm happy to be wrong about it. I'm just telling you what they told me. They said, and I didn't even know what had happened. They had said, watch what's going to happen. You totally shifted everything. You changed everything. It's all downhill from here. You defeated them. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. They said, watch what's going to happen. And in the next 48 hours, he got, an earring hole put in the wrong spot. And things have been drastically shifting and changing in ways I couldn't, faster and in ways I couldn't have possibly imagined. And I feel extremely hopeful about the world for the first time in a long time. And it's because, according to our light being friends, at least my interpretation of what I believe they told me, is that we have been doing these meditations and we're going out and we're reprogramming the game. So here's the last thing I'll say. Everybody that you look at, the most evil person that you look at, and the most annoying, hurtful people in your life, friends, family members, the drama that you have in your life, these are the experiments that your soul has taken on in order to learn the most important lesson, which is that your soul is what everything is about. Out there, everybody knows that. All of the extraterrestrials and the light beings and the gods, they know that. We have chosen to forget that. But in this game, when we remember that, it is far more empowering than anything that happens when we're out there outside of this three-dimensional Earth. And so we are bringing this third-dimensional Earth video game to an end. We are deleting it. That's what we're doing when we go out there. So, in order to delete something, we have to create something new. So that's why at the end of the meditations, we go and we create our new world. So I want you to be focusing on that, and I want you to take this, well, I don't need you to do anything, but I'm giving you permission to take this as literally as you choose. Because I don't think there's anything more powerful than what we're doing. Nothing. Nothing comes close to what we're doing. In the history of planet Earth and the human race, there has been nothing more powerful than these meditations, because it's time. It is time to delete the program. And if you have the power to do this and you're here, it means that you have a karmic and dharmic destiny to be one of the programmers of the new world. All right? All right, so enough talking out of me. We'll go ahead and get started. If you're brand new to these meditations, what you can do is you can sit in full lotus, half lotus, if your body's able to do that. You can sit in a chair. You can do it Taoist style and sit on the edge of a chair with your back not up against the back of the chair, your feet flat on the floor, and your eyes a couple of feet in front of your toes with your back and your neck straight. That's a very powerful way to do it. You can do it lying down, sitting down. If you don't want to fall asleep, don't lie down. You're also free to move. If you want to do your Qigong, your Tai Chi, your yoga, your Mao Shan, spirit fighting, do whatever the heck you want. It's completely up to you. And You don't have to sound like me. We're going to do the huar breath. You don't have to copy me. We'll do the hul breath. We'll do the thung mantra. Who knows what else we'll do? You don't have to try and copy me. You can have your own frequency, length of time, okay? Just be free and let yourself just enjoy this meditation. All right. That out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So get in your meditative posture and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale. Let it all go. Release all of your human incarnation drama. It's all made up fictional drama to keep you hypnotized in this third dimensional reality. You can let it all go. Release it all. Continue breathing long and deep. And become aware of the power of gravity pulling you deeper towards Mother Earth. This is her embrace. She loves you so much she can't tolerate the thought of you floating away, so she embraces you with her unseen arms, which we experience as gravity. Allow this to pull you deeper and deeper towards the earth, down into the center of the earth, right into the heart of the mother who has given birth to you physically. Allow it to go all the way down to the center of the earth. We're going to inhale and begin chanting the Hul breath, H-U-U-L. This is the sound of Mother Earth. Inhale and chant with me. So back to the sound of my voice. Continue to allow yourself to go deeply into the center of the earth. And we are going to allow ourselves to go down into the inner earth. We go very deep into the heart of our Mother, the Earth, and we find ourselves in a beautiful landscape, beautiful forest, beautiful rivers, oceans, streams. Just imagine the most beautiful forested earth, nature environment that pops up in your imagination. Hear the water running, perhaps hear the animals and the birds. This is where Mother Earth goes when she's fantasizing about her greatest joy, what brings her the most peace. We're now in that secret place that she goes to in order to find happiness. And we allow ourselves to open up to her most vulnerable, loving, kind, nourishing feelings that she has towards all beings on planet Earth. So allow yourself to go and walk into maybe a beautiful spring or a lake or a stream. Allow yourself to be bathed in that beautiful, pure water deep within our Mother Earth. And I'd like for you to think of something in your life. Maybe it's a past memory, maybe it is something that's happening now, something that's challenging, difficult, painful. It could be an emotion, it could be a problem you're trying to solve, a relationship, a memory, something that you feel has been a block to you or that has been painful for you, maybe physical, something physical that you'd like to move beyond, emotional, psychological. I'd like for you to think about that, bring it to your memory, bring it to your conscious mind, and allow the water to take this from you. Consciously choose to release this pain to Mother Earth. And it's okay for you to do that because the earth actually is fueled by that which you no longer need, whether it be physical waste or energy or emotion or toxins, the things that we don't need or want, we give to the earth, and she uses that as fuel. She then takes that energy that we perceive as negative or toxic, and she transforms it into energy that is healing and nurturing to us. So allow yourself to release the negativity into the water, let it be pulled away from you, and simultaneously, water that is coming to you is healing you and nourishing you and replacing the negative energy that you're getting rid of. Inhale and chant the whole breath one time with me. Inhale. And just release, continue breathing long and deep. And now allow yourself to come out of the water and just enjoy looking around at the beautiful nature surrounding that you're in. And thank Mother Earth for empowering you and nurturing you and always being there. Know that she is always here for you in this way, and she benefits from it. It is a sign of love to her when you release all of your toxic energy and give it to her. It's actually an act of love towards her to allow her to take that from you and allow her to replenish you with fresh, nurturing, healing energy. So you can imagine her in whatever form she comes to you as, and spend a moment just looking into her beautiful face and thank her for always loving you and always being there for you. And now bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We say goodbye to our beautiful Mother Earth in this most vulnerable of state that she's allowed us to experience. We thank her for that, and we allow our energy to come back up through the earth. Up, 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 and we are now back in our physical bodies again on the surface of the earth. I would like for you now to focus on your heart center and feel that energy pulsating and rotating. Feel the strength and the power of the energy in your heart center, which is your soul. This is the part of you that is not attached to the three-dimensional video game. This is the part of you that allows you to operate from your highest conscious essence. Now please allow your consciousness to come out of your heart, to fly up above, hover above your physical body. Send your physical body love and healing and gratitude. Thank your body for being the perfect vehicle through which your soul experiences the third dimension. Send all of the cells of your body healing and love. Imagine the perfect body for you, perfectly healthy, perfectly beautiful. Imagine how it looks. Allow energy to come into all of the cells of your body and your DNA to reprogram your body for complete health, happiness, and joy. And now allow your energy to fly up towards the ceiling, and you break through the ceiling. You're looking down on the roof. We now feel a very powerful energy pulling us up into the sky. Up and up and up. Higher and higher we go until we look down. We can see the continent upon which we live. We keep going higher and higher until we break through Earth's magnetic field, Earth's atmosphere, Earth's gravitational field. We are now floating in interplanetary space, looking at this beautiful, wonderful ball, which is our home, planet Earth. And we are aware that Earth is in a much more clean and pure state. We can feel that Earth is healing and evolving and shifting. I would like for you now to call your spirit guide to you. If you've never done this before, just send a mental invitation out into space, asking for the light being that is your guide to come and work with you. Do this now. And please spend a moment with your light being guide and ask your guide to give you any information, advice, energy, or any reinforcement that you might need. Do this now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. What we're going to do now is we are going to send out an invitation to all light beings everywhere. This includes extraterrestrial light beings, this includes gods, angels, spirits, helpers, even the most powerful of the gods themselves. Send out a mental invitation for all beings of light, all conscious beings to come and to interact with us. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. If you would like to have a greater conscious experience with higher dimensional light beings, what I'd like for you to do is to be aware of that desire. And what we're going to do is you're simply going to send out the mental invitation to have a deeper, more powerful, palpable, perhaps even physical connection with a higher dimensional guide, a being of light. This may be an extraterrestrial, it might be a god, it might be an angel, it might be any kind of higher dimensional conscious being. And we don't make any demands, we don't have any expectations. You're simply making the request and you're asking and you're making yourself available to have a deeper, more powerful experience with a light being. So go ahead and send out this request out into space, out into infinity, and see if a being comes to you. Do this now. And please do me a favor and take a look into the eyes and or imagine that you're looking into the eyes of this being that is in front of you. Ask them to show you how they see you. And now please repeat back to them what you felt, saw, or experienced. All right, and bring your attention back to the sound of my voice, please. We are going to go to the center of the galaxy once again. So, all of the light beings that are with us and our guides, we begin flying through space and we are going up above our own galaxy. We can look off in the distance and see other galaxies that are actually beings themselves, and we can sense the consciousness of these civilizations in those galaxies. They are all sending their energy to us. We can feel their power. We can feel the Andromeda galaxy, Sirius galaxies. We can feel all of them looking at us and being a part of what we're doing. Do me a favor and just spend a moment becoming aware that on all sides, many thousands of light years away, there is energy being sent to us right now. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We're going to take a deep breath in, and when we do, I would like for you to imagine you're pulling this energy from these other galaxies deep into your being from all directions. Inhale. And hold. And exhale, releasing love back in infinite directions to all of those beings that just gave you their power. Exhale. We're now in a state where we are both receiving and giving energy to other conscious civilizations throughout the universe. And now we're looking down on our galaxy, the Milky Way, and we look at the center and we see a swirling mass of energy, huge light. Looks like it's just an infinite amount of stars coming together in the center of our galaxy. And that is actually hiding a portal, a black hole. We now go down until we are floating in front of this center of the galaxy, this portal, and we ask the Lord of this portal, the center of our galaxy, we humbly ask for this being to communicate with us and give us his blessing. Go ahead and do this now. And we have opened a portal, which is the black hole at the center of our galaxy. And this portal goes all the way to the center of our sun, goes through a wormhole directly into the center of our sun. We are now going to chant the Huar mantra, and what I'd like for you to do now is to focus on very high, pure vibrational light, very bright white light that has also a lot of rainbow sparkles and essences and things like that coming out of it. Bring that to your mind and imagine that this is the most pure, the most healing, the most concentrated form of higher dimensional bliss and joy and awakening power. And when we chant the Huar mantra, we are going to be sending this light, and we are going to be empowered by all of the light beings that are surrounding us to send this directly to the center of our sun. Inhale and chant the Huar mantra with me. sound of my voice. Continue sending highest frequency, blissful, orgasmically blissful, joyous, happy, conscious energy into this portal going directly to planet Earth through the sun, going all the way to the center of our sun and then being released towards planet Earth. Imagine this extremely blissful energy striking the earth in the form of sunlight, penetrating all material earth as well as all of the cells of all life on earth, including the plants, the rocks, clouds, the dust high in the atmosphere. This energy is penetrating everything, including all of the human beings. I'd like for you to imagine that those humans who are trapped in their intellect, which we would perceive as toxic or evil, that imagine their heads simply falling off. This is not literal. We're not literally cutting their heads off. We are imagining their intellect, the part of them that is disconnected from their soul, that is all stuck in their heads, that this energy is going to be so powerful, it will literally take away all of that false, over-intellectualized thinking that divorces people from their souls. Imagine the most evil, destructive people on earth being hit with this blissful, joyous energy, and it is literally destroying their ability to stay in their heads and stay in their toxic ways. Imagine this same energy hitting people who are awakened, people who are ready to be awakened, and what happens is they become more connected to their heart, and this energy explodes within them. Imagine them being filled with bliss and joy, orgasmically explosive bliss and joy, allowing them to see their own soul, allowing them to feel directly connected to the universe, to whatever spiritual source that they believe in. We're going to chant the Huar breath one more time, and I'd like for you to imagine this energy going through the portal into the sun and then directly to planet Earth, finalizing everything that we've just described. Inhale and chant with me. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We are now going to say thank you to the being at the center of our galaxy and thank him. We are going to ask if this being has any energy it would like to give us, any message, any advice. Go ahead and just spend some time with this being right now and say thank you, and then listen to see what is being given to you. And bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We're now going to allow ourselves to fly over to the sun, our sun, and we surround the sun. The sun is very busy with her energy that she is working with, that we've given her. But before we move on to the earth, I'd like for you to spend a moment telling the sun, who is also our mother, how much you love her, how much you appreciate her life-giving light and energy, and just let her know how deeply she is loved and appreciated. And say thank you to our Mother, the Sun. And we are now going to make our way to planet Earth. We are surrounding planet Earth, and once again I do see what looks like a necklace of diamond portals linked together and surrounding the Earth, taking our energy and purifying it, sending it directly to Earth and giving her more energy to evolve. We are going to chant the Hul breath a few times, and what I'd like for you to do is to imagine all of this very powerful energy being consolidated and allowing it to be grounded into the earth herself, giving her the ability to take this energy and to bring it into herself and be able to process it. Inhale and chant with me. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. Continue sending loving, calm, peaceful energy to our planet and to all of the beings on this planet. I'm looking down and I'm seeing a much cleaner planet. I'm seeing a lot of energy. I continue to see light refraction that looks like rainbows going in all directions. Things feel much lighter. And I am really looking forward to seeing what is going to manifest on this new earth that we have created. Would like for you now to take some time with your guides and go ahead and interact with whichever guide comes to you, and just simply ask if they have any messages they'd like to give to you, or if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them. Do this now. And now please repeat back to the beings what you saw, felt, or heard. And please bring your attention back to the sound of my voice. We are now going to release all of the light beings that have joined us and let them go back to wherever they would like to go. A lot of them are going to go back down to earth. There's a lot of work to be done. And we are going to be left with our personal guides who will take us back to earth and come to earth with us. And I just want to give you a moment to interact with your personal guide, to do whatever you would like, to say whatever you would like. I like looking into their eyes and seeing what they see and then repeating it back to them, but just interact in whatever way you feel you would like to do right now. And now please repeat back to them what you saw, felt, or heard. And now, please spend a moment thinking about your perfect world, your perfect 5D world, whatever that is. Imagine what that looks like and or what it feels like if you're not visual, and just focus on whatever brings you the greatest orgasmic joy, bliss, and love. Imagine yourself surrounded by your light being family who's known you for trillions of lifetimes, that knows who you are even more than you do and loves you more than you can possibly imagine. Imagine whatever details in your world you would like to experience. Go ahead and do this now. And now I would like to remind you that we are not going to end this meditation. Your energy is now firmly rooted into your greatest fantasy 5D world, and that is where we will one day awaken. So we're not going to end this meditation, but on the count of 3, I'm going to give you the opportunity to open your eyes, and whatever it is that you see is merely the perception of whatever game that you are playing. But your essence is in the highest, most beautiful world that you will eventually live in. On the count of 3, open your eyes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Please rub your palms of your hands together Put them over your eyes. Inhale the warmth from your hands into your brain, down your spinal column, and out to your feet. Inhale. Exhale into the earth. Once again, inhale. Exhale into the earth. One more time, inhale. And exhale into the earth. Rub your eyes, your face, your scalp, back of the neck, front of the neck, arms and shoulders, chest, stomach, back, butt, thighs. And bring yourself back into whatever perception you're having right now. All right, that is the meditation for this week. Or excuse me, for this Wednesday. Let's see if anybody says anything interesting. Hello, Thundra, how are you? Johan Reese, it helps if you have a question to write the word question in all caps, just the word question. That'll catch my attention. I see you've written a question. You say, are there multiple timelines for different people, or is it just one main timeline? My suggestion is to watch my videos, go on my channel and watch my videos about timelines. The best way to think about it is that you're standing at the edge of a diving board, and there's infinite numbers of, if you want to view them as timelines, there's an infinite number of them, and your intention will put you on whatever timeline which will create your reality. I don't get caught up in how many there are and all of that. Don't get caught up in that. You are creating your world as you go. You have infinite numbers of realities you can create at any one given time, and what you focus on is what will be created for you. I talk about that in my other videos, so spend some more time on my channel to know what that is. Let's see, is there anything else I want to respond to? A lot of great comments here. People talking about their dreams. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right. That's it. Okay, I don't see anything that I need to respond to. So, continue to focus on what gives you the greatest happiness. Learn what that is for you. Keep taking actions in those regards. I think we're definitely moving in some new reality, and I'm very excited to see what happens. That's a talisman question. Any tips for shape-shifting? Any tips for shape-shifting? I'm not a shapeshifter, so I can't answer that question. Nothing else? I can't think of anything else. All right, that's it. You know the drill. If you want to support the channel, you can always hit the $ button to support the channel financially. To support the stream. If you want to really help me, and if you want to learn, by the way, the questions that people are asking, a lot of it is dealt with in the actual teachings that I give. And so if you go to thunderwizard.com and subscribe, you can get involved in all the different practices there. Go to the shop if you want to learn specific practices that are extremely powerful, that help you shift to a higher frequency. All of that will be helpful for you, and it helps me. So, you know, if you're watching the channel and you haven't done any of those practices, they're really what this channel is about. This channel is about doing the practices and gaining power. And a lot of the things that I say make more sense when you do them. I can't think of anything else. Of course, my books, Michael William Denny, if you want to find out what it is we're really doing and the beings that we're interacting with and all of that, you can go and I have a couple of books there about extraterrestrials and light beings and my experiences with them. All right, let's see. Okay, Johan, I don't see a question there. So I don't, you've talked about your experiences, but you didn't ask a question, so I don't know how to help you. For those of you that are having very powerful experiences and you feel like you're losing your mind, that is what the live group Zoom classes are about. We get together and we share our experiences and our thoughts, and it allows us to be able to integrate this and not feel like we're losing our mind. So listen, if you're just doing this thing by yourself, there are 3 things you can do that will make you bulletproof. First one is to do the 12 steps to 5D on this channel. It's free. All you do is go into the playlists, go to 12 steps to 5D and do them. Don't just like watch the video and get to the next one. Actually do the exercises that I talk about. The second thing is to do the energy practices, not just the meditation, that's a lot, but to do the Qigong, whatever practices you want. By the way, there's a new meditation. It's called the Atlantean Egyptian Path to Becoming God, the Atum Ra meditation. It's a guided meditation. It's free to people who are subscribed at the 90-day Warrior Lightning Qigong or above. You can also get it in the shop if you don't want to subscribe, but that is, again, another practice that's available. So first thing to do is do 12 steps to 5D. Second is to do the energy practices. The third is to have a mentor. If you're doing this by yourself, it's very, very difficult. All of these questions that you have really are best talked with a teacher, a guide. I'm available for that. If you want to be my apprentice or have a session with me, go to thunderwizard.com and subscribe at the apprenticeship level. And I can be helpful to you. But I'm not the only game in town. Have somebody, have some mentor that you can talk to. That's how you stay bulletproof. Do the 12 steps to 5D, do the energy practices, have a mentor, somebody that you can talk about these experiences with. All right, that's it for me, my friends. I will see you all very soon. Please take extremely good care of yourselves. And as I said, we'll see you soon.